Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. We are on Season 3, Episode 38, and in today's episode, one of the main goals is to make some sort of industrial agriculture farm for, like, with pumpkins or something, to get a lot of bone meal over at Spawn Chunks to make our wood farm self-sufficient so we can easily get the rest of the chests in this area finished. And I would also just like to have a lot of wood for the future. I want to be able to get a lot of wood very fast in the future because, you know, who doesn't like that? And then after we do that, we're going to come back over here and set up the rest of the storage system and get the actual sorting system in place behind these chests. And, of course, put in the rest of the chests. And then we might finish the room in this episode, though that might be reserved for next episode. But before we do any of that stuff, I want to tell you guys more about what I was discussing last episode. For those of you guys who watched the last episode, you would know that I said you guys are going to be involved in the series soon, but I didn't mention how. And in this episode, I'm going to tell you guys how I'm going to do it to make sure that enough people are going to be participating for this to work well. And then next episode, we're going to go super into detail and actually have the thing that I'm going to explain in a second. So the basic premise of this was, you know, we've just finished the Sacred Isle build project. We've almost finished moving in, so we're not going to be here like 24/7 anymore, or at least I'm not going to be here 24/7. And so it's time to move on to another build project. And I have 4 or 5 different build projects already planned for the future, so let's just hope I don't die in this world anytime soon. And there's been one that I've been pretty much planning to do next ever since I started this project pretty much, but I'm not so sure anymore whether I want to do that one or not. You see, there are a couple projects I really want to finish now, and I'm debating which one I want to do. And there are reasons why, which I will get into later. But because of this, the way you guys are going to be involved is I'm going to hold a build project vote where you guys will get to vote on which project you want to see me do first. The issue is I don't know if enough people would be voting to the point where it'd be worth it. Like, I don't want to just have like 3 people like vote on which project they want to see me do, because then it's just like whichever 2 people want, then it's like, you know, guaranteed that they're gonna get it. So if you guys are going to be voting in this, I think I'll just do like a poll on like the iCard or something, or maybe I'll do it on Twitter, because I do want to bring more attention to my Twitter so I can, like, you know, actually use it. But basically, I'll do a poll somewhere, and it'll have the 2 options, and you guys will just be able to pick which option you want, and then there'll be a time limit on when the poll will close, and when it does close, you know, whichever one has the more votes will be the winner and the next project I do. So if you guys plan on voting in this, comment down below so that I know, because I want to get an idea as to how many people will actually participate in this vote. So that's going to be very exciting. And now to go completely off topic, these guys. You guys all remember Gerald and Harold, right? They appeared before I even drained the water from the Sacred Isle. I still need to give them a home on the Sacred Isle. I've been thinking of doing smaller islands around the Sacred Isle, because that'd be just cool to have. So maybe I make them a custom island and give it to them so that they have their own island? I'm not sure yet. If you guys have any ideas as to where I should put them, how I should give them a home in the Sacred Isle, please let me know, because I don't want to just have them roaming the castle or something, because I don't want to listen to them 24/7. Now, again, I'm going to go into more detail about these projects in the next episode and bring you to the location. So you guys will have some info, and you guys will have a basic idea as to what the project is going to entail. But I think it's time to hop over to Spawn Chunks and get into the agriculture farm. I'm thinking of making an industrial potato farm, because I think if we put those into a furnace or something, then I think like baked potatoes put into a composter have an 85% chance to increase its level. So baked potatoes is a really good option, but maybe we just do pumpkin and melons so that we can also have pumpkins and melons to trade with villagers if we want a lot of emerald, so that I'm not using all of my iron. I guess the first thing I should do is tear this thing down. I mean, honestly, I don't know why I made it. Like, I only needed like a couple stacks of scaffolding, and then I hardly even used those couple stacks. Like, why? And I have so much room. If I was gonna make one, why didn't I make like a massive... Okay, we're just gonna tear this thing down. The bamboo farm is now gone. I still have this water elevator, which for some reason some of the water isn't loading in. But I've been thinking of making, instead of an industrial like crop farm to put through a composter, I've been thinking of tearing down the creeper farm and making a massive industrial mob farm for every mob in the game. Well, not every mob, but, you know, the ones that usually spawn in darker areas, like creepers, zombies, skeletons, witches, spiders, that kind of stuff, and just having it further back there. But I don't want to... I'm not necessarily a fan of crafting all the bone meal from the bones, so I'm not sure I want to do that. And on top of that, do I really need a bunch of rotten flesh? Do I need more gunpowder? Do I need sugar and potions of fire resistance? Like, I don't know if I really want to make one, but at the same time, it'd be cool to have one of those. Slime is getting out of control. We have a little too much. But yeah, we don't really need gunpowder at the moment. Like, we have quite a bit. So I'm thinking I make this crop farm, and then maybe next episode we also tear this down, because I don't have many plans for next episode. My basic plan is to just showcase what the stuff I already talked about earlier, and then do some other small cool task that would be kind of fun that I've wanted to do for a while. But that's pretty much it. So maybe we do that next episode, and then episode 40 we can get into the next build project. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to start this farm. I have chosen a design by someone. Okay, I just checked. It's by Shulkercraft. It's a melon bone meal farm, but pumpkins are better for putting into the composter. They generate more... They generate more bone meal, so I'm probably going to do pumpkins instead of melons. It should work the same, I hope. So I'm going to go collect the materials for that. You know what one of my favorite parts about being this late in the game is? Just being able to be like, wow, I need all this stuff for a farm. Oh, let me just grab it real quick. You don't have to worry about making it. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. You just have it laying around. I don't think this is actually enough pumpkin seeds. I think I need another stack or two. But I got all my melon seeds over, which I only have 2. Just in case I want to use those too, but I don't think I will. I might eventually exchange some out for melons once I, like, don't need to use as much bone meal for that. Like, once I don't need a lot, I might just use it strictly as melons and pumpkins instead of converting it into bone meal. And then I have dirt for the, anything else like the stuff I need to till. And then I have a bunch of iron in here I can use for my building blocks, since, as you guys know, I like to use iron for most of the stuff because it looks real nice. Yeah, it's very long. I believe it's like 108 wide or something, and I might be able to make it longer too. I have to go, like, it'll span very, very far. Like, it'll go super far out in that direction, I think. So, I'm going to time-lapse this, just like we did in last episode, with this thing. So, yeah, I'm just going to start the work. Hopefully this doesn't take super long. So while this time-lapse is going on, I want to talk to you guys about something that is coming up very soon that I am super, super excited for. And you guys are going to be able to see more of it on either Thursday the 22nd or Friday the 23rd. Because, well, I have something pretty big coming, and it's going to change this content on the channel a lot. Not in terms of what I'm actually uploading, but the quality of content, that kind of stuff, because, well, I finally ordered a PC, a good PC, a good monitor too, so I'm not going to be playing on an old shitty Mac anymore, and I'll probably have some sort of video out when it comes of me, like, unboxing it or something, but basically, I am so excited because, one, it means that I'm going to be able to finally, like, upload good quality content. Like, quality is in, like, the video quality, you know? And, I mean, I can do all sorts of things. It's gonna stop the lag problems that I had last episode. I'll be able to have my render distance higher up because, for some reason, after I finished the Sacred Isle, I noticed that when I have my render distance like at around 15 or higher when I'm recording, like my frames drop a lot. So that's why my render distance has been very low recently, but I'm not gonna have problems like that anymore. The world is gonna not load slowly anymore. I hope so anyways. I'll be able to play like over 100 frames, which is ridiculous because I get like not even 60 FPS on the computer I play on now. So I am very, very excited for this. But another thing, I'm going to be able to start live streaming because I've had the issue in the past with not streaming was I didn't have good internet. It just couldn't handle streaming. But on I think it was August 25th, I upgraded. So now I upgraded my internet. So I have like pretty good internet now, and because of that, I should in theory be able to stream. But I did a test stream shortly after episode 35 of Hardcore was released, and it didn't work. It was very choppy. My computer couldn't handle it, and it still can't. So with this PC upgrade, I will probably start streaming a lot more, or I will start streaming just in general. And I think I'm gonna start streaming here on YouTube, but I might switch to streaming on Twitch at some point. So if that happens, I can put a link somewhere in a video for you guys to come to the Twitch channel. But yeah, so in the following days, look out for a new video because there's something very exciting coming. So the farm is pretty much built up at this point. I just need to put in the rest of the pumpkins. However, at the moment, I have taken out the composters from this thing because I want to use all the pumpkins that I harvest from this to actually fill up the farm with pumpkins, because we don't actually have enough at the moment. So let's switch on the machine. Hope it doesn't break. Okay. That's very promising. It breaks the pumpkins, and the hopper minecart. Yes! It appears to be working. We just have to make sure that the return station over here works, which I'm very nervous about it working. And here we go. Please work. Yes, that's what I like to see. That is exactly what I like to see. Okay, so then when it returns, the hopper minecarts are going to deposit the pumpkins into this hopper here. But I want to AFK. I'm going to AFK for a bit because I want this to fill up with pumpkins that I can use to refuel the farm. I'll just AFK over here because I want to be close to it so that the minecarts like don't glitch out or anything. Yeah, let's see. I believe it won't. Here, let me quickly flip that, and then it should stop. Yes, okay, and let's check what we got. 6, 4, not a whole lot over here. But that is a decent amount of seeds. So I'm going to go ahead, plant these, flip on the machine, and AFK for a while. Hopefully fill this thing up, put the composters back in, and AFK even more to get an assload of bone meal. Okay, so I noticed that lots of mobs are somehow spawning on this platform. So I added 2 extra rows of glowstone to hopefully try and combat that. But I mean, I don't understand how mobs could have been spawning because like it was already pretty lit up. Like it looked completely lit up even with the single row of glowstone. So I don't know how that was happening, but I'm going to fix that now. Skeleton here, I think he was. This farm has been going quite a while at this point, and I'm pretty sure that I did fix the issue of the mobs spawning everywhere, because I haven't seen any, but I can check by just hopping down here. There's only pumpkins. There's a couple dirt, but other than that, it's just pumpkins. So since there's no other mob drops, I don't believe there are any mobs spawning on the platform. But before I started running this thing, we were at 3 stacks of bone meal, It's been a little while, maybe like an hour of AFKing at the most if I'm lucky, but I'm not sure, so honestly, I was hoping for a lot more. I was hoping for a lot more. I really need a lot of bone meal to get this next part done because, you know, I kind of need a bunch of wood to start the sorting system. So after brainstorming ways to get lots of bones really fast, I came across an idea to go into soul sand valleys in the nether and mine all the bone blocks from fossils, because each bone block is 9 bone meal. So I went and I mined a few stacks of bone blocks, and it worked pretty well. So I went back to the wood farm, used all the bone meal, not all of it, but a lot of it, to make a bunch of wood. So we can head back over to the Sacred Isle now. I think we're done at spawn chunks for the day. We can go to the Sacred Isle and finish up the sorting system. Alright, so the hoppers are all in place, and I have a stack and a half extra, which is really good actually, because we are going to need some more for this system. Now, I'm actually completely out of iron, so I'm going to have to head back to spawn chunks to get some more, because I like using iron blocks for all of my, like, redstone building blocks, you know? Like, my building blocks in redstone contraptions, I like to be iron blocks, because it really fits the feel. But I really wanted to show you guys. Remember how I was complaining about this horrible ink farm? Well, yeah, it's really become way more efficient. I think I just emptied this out before last episode, and it's getting quite a good amount of ink again, which is really nice. I also took the composters out of this thing, and one harvest from this thing got me this many pumpkins. Yeah. So we have quite a good amount at the moment, but what I'm here for is the iron. Yeah, also, I didn't put this in the last episode because I didn't want it to get super long, but I trapped the villagers like this to get so that they wouldn't fall to their death in the pits. And the iron farm started working again. That's part of the reason I wanted to trap them, so I could try and fully fix it. But you notice the zombie is gone, because I didn't realize that iron golems were going to spawn on those blocks, and they did, and they just walked right up to the zombie and killed him. So I put his remains here, and I titled it In Memory of the First Iron Farm Zombie. So yeah, if you guys noticed that in the last episode, that's what that is from. Lag. So I'll be honest, I don't even remember where I left off at the last cut. Like, what was I doing? Like, I seriously don't remember, and I just kind of tunnel visioned on finishing the sorting system. So I have all the redstone for it in place, as you can see. What this does is it'll lock these hoppers, and it'll lock it to a point where basically I can have it filled with items, and nothing will funnel out into the bottom hopper unless too many items are put into this, if that makes sense. So basically this makes it so that if I have like stone here and then like a stack of items here, whatever that stack is, only that item can funnel down into this row of chests. So if I put redstone into there, then this row would be for redstone. Like, only redstone could get into there. But we actually need to make the system that will funnel the items through, like, that'll transport the items across the hoppers. And I have an idea as to how to do that. I just need to get some water and glass. I should probably empty my inventory first. Oh yeah, this place is starting to look insanely cool. Wow. I'm kind of a little nervous that this isn't enough storage. Like, for stone, like, one of these whole pods and, like, maybe half of this one is going to be filled. I'm going to throw 41 glass into the system. And we're going to see, it should end up on the floor right there. So let's throw it in. Okay, it's going. Okay, it made it through the first part. It's still going. Okay, nice. Okay, the third part I was a little worried about, but it looks like it's making it. Alright, it looks like it's making it fine. Now, in the end, I need to put this extra glass away, but we should have 41 glass when it's all finished. Oh. Did that go over the edge? Oh, that's hard to see. Okay, is that all of it? Let's see. 24. We got half. Okay, so there's one stuck here. There's a whole bunch. Ooh, they can get stuck in the hoppers. Ooh. I didn't think that would happen. So is the rest over here somewhere? Yeah, here's some. Ah. That's an issue I didn't think about. Okay, so it appears it's always this hopper that the items get stuck on. I don't know where those zombies are. But it's always the fifth hopper, the fourth, fifth, that they get stuck on. Like, if I go through this system, aha, the fifth hopper it gets stuck on. But the rest all made it through, it looks like. Yeah. So, I guess it has something to do maybe with the dropper, because it was always, I've done this test a few times now, it's always stuck on this hopper and the other hopper that you guys saw over there. So maybe it's just something with that. I don't even know why I have a dropper here. I just realized I can, whatever. Now, I could make it all hoppers, like it's spawn chunks. I have it so that it's all hoppers. It's not water streams carrying the items. It's all just to do with hoppers, but that doesn't really look as cool. I don't know if I really want to get rid of all this stuff. So it looks like I have no choice but to move to an all hopper system, which is really unfortunate, but I mean, what can you do? I'll have to make a lot more hoppers, and I don't know if I have enough chests for that. In fact, I think I had like exactly enough hoppers, so I guess in between episodes, I will, there's something here. In between episodes, I'll get the rest of the hoppers I need and transform this system so that it is all hoppers and doesn't have any water streams, since this system is clearly broken. But yeah, next episode, I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish moving in. We're going to move all of our villagers over. We're going to make a super smelter. We're going to maybe finish this room, or at least start on finishing the walls and the roof. So we're going to still spend quite a few episodes here at the Sacred Isle. I estimate 3, at most 4, before we can finally move to the next build project. But I'm not so sure on that. So thank you all for watching this episode of Minecraft Hardcore. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like to let me know, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from this series and content similar to this. See you guys next time.